sometimes you have to fight dirty. And that is why Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is pure pornography.
Oh, God, I wish I finished college.
Hi guys, and welcome to our Deadpool spoiler review. So I know it took us a while to get to this review, and I know Deadpool's been out for a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, but as you know, as being a fan or a viewer of our show, we're late on everything.
Yeah.
So don't.
Just not on pregnancy test.
Just not on. Please don't let that be a thing. But if you have not seen Deadpool at this point, it's been a couple weeks and you haven't seen it, go ahead and stop the video, go out and illegally download the copy that's online of the bootleg of Deadpool. Watch that, come back, hit play, and
or you can go to your local movie theater and support your local economy.
I mean, you could do that too, maybe. But anyway, so spoiler warning. I assume that you have already watched the movie at this point. So
you've been warned.
You've been warned. All right, so getting into this movie, we both had a chance to see it. I've seen it a couple times by now. What did you think of this movie, Art?
Loved it.
Loved this movie. Love this movie. Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, what'd you give this movie?
8.5 jalapenos.
8.5 jalapenos. That is bigger than average. But
at least I like to think so.
At least I would say so too, sir.
Well, thank you.
Not that I have knowledge of said jalapenos, but sir, tell me why you like this movie so much.
You know what? From the beginning, there was really no lull in it throughout the film. It just kept on. It was funny. The jokes seemed fresh. You know, some people, keyboard critics will tell you that the jokes may have been predictable, this, that, the other. But that's, there's always those people that said, I knew that. I just didn't want to say it ahead of time.
Oh, God, I hate those people. God.
They're on the, I knew it. Yeah, well, you didn't say anything before, right?
Well, because I was waiting for it to happen.
Yeah. You know who you are. So shut your mouth. And if you have anything to say, comment. Let me see what you actually do have to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna start letting Art start responding to these comments because you guys are mean, by the way, in the comment section. But what else did you like about it? You loved the fast pace of this movie and that the jokes didn't suck.
No, the joke. This is one of the few sequels that was what I felt was pretty much on par with the first.
Okay.
Very few movies are able to carry the same, or they try to rehash the same jokes.
Right. This one did not.
No, this one actually veered off on the jokes and was using very current jokes that people who are keeping up with movies or keeping up with just entertainment, what's going on, is really would really be pick up on those jokes and those lines.
Credit to Ryan Reynolds. He always reshoots his jokes just to make sure that they're current and fresh, so that way you don't have to hear a bunch of stuff that's like, it was last week.
I mean, he pretty much did everything in this film.
He touched on everything and everything.
If you know what I mean.
All right, so fast paced, love the jokes, was current. What else, sir? What else do we like about this film?
So we touched on the action
scene.
Love the action scene.
Okay, that was a big point, and a lot of people says that the set pieces in here were one of the standouts because they had a bigger budget. They had like somewhere around 70 million in the first film. This one was a little bit over 100 million. So they had that extra money to bring those guns that he left in the cab last time.
Yeah, there was no aircraft carrier in the middle of like the city.
Yeah, it was like, we just right here.
Have this aircraft
we have
carrier.
one freeway set, and then we have the aircraft carrier.
It was an abandoned G.I. Joe set from the 80s.
Which they never really, we know the explanation about, but like, it's in the city, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like a junkyard with a big aircraft. But anyway,
that's in the city. But back to this movie.
Back to the sequel. No, the scenes actually, the action sequences just felt great. They just, at not one point in time did this movie seem to drag, and neither did the action sequences. If you wanted to just go in and watch a movie of just action, you want to veg out, this is another great film to see.
Okay, yeah, definitely. You don't have to think too hard when watching this film. One of the things that you mentioned when you were talking about things that you did like was that, it was on par with the original one. Most people say they like this film better than the original. Is that what you say, sir?
I won't say I liked it better than the original.
Okay.
Or I won't say the original, the first. But I will say that this movie is on par.
Okay.
Because I loved the first one. The first one, it gave us something fresh. We hadn't seen a good movie where the character was just constantly making us laugh.
Yeah.
Everything was shot well. This movie picked up right where it left off.
Okay.
I couldn't really tell much of a difference. I would say this is pretty much on par with the first.
I would agree with you. I would still say that the first one was probably the better film. I think this one, obviously, the action scenes were more. This was a bigger film.
Yes.
And so that way, a lot of people kind of caught up in the momentum of like, hey, it was a better movie only because it was a bigger movie.
Yeah.
And the first one was so small, low budget, and this one was just more things happened in this one. I agree with you. Action was great. I agree with you. The jokes were great, even though some of the jokes in the beginning were shaky. We'll talk about that later. But characters were great in this film. I love the characters that they gave us in the film, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in this review when we actually address them directly. So with that being, all right, as a matter of fact, we can move on to that right now.
Let's go ahead and
talk about the characters. So I think the characters were great. What did you think about the characters, and did you have any standouts?
Yes, for me, the standout was Fire Fist.
Fire Fist and him.
Yeah, this I tried looking up who this young kid was and what movies he's done.
Right.
I never like to look up before and go in with already biased opinions of an actor when I haven't really seen him in anything else, or her in anything else. But this character, I couldn't find anything. He did exceptionally well. He was able to keep up with Ryan Reynolds. It wasn't as if he was just a side character.
No. No, he was very integral to the plot of this movie.
But he was able to carry the scene so well. For being a young character, inexperienced compared to the main actor, I think he was able to do exceptionally well.
All right, do you think that he may turn into Andy Milonakis? What is
Milonakis?
Yeah, do you think he may turn into him?
No, because this one, Andy Milonakis.
That guy. MTV, you ruined him, by the way.
Yeah, he wouldn't be anywhere without MTV.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been anywhere without it.
Yeah, he had one movie that I remember him being in, and that's Waiting.
Well, let's hope.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly, right? Why didn't they not cast him for this? Let's hope that...
Because he's too old now.
Well, he has that Benjamin Button disease.
No, have you seen him lately?
Oh, he looks old now?
I don't know. I haven't looked him up. He's irrelevant.
I actually have seen a bunch of stuff like him
Naked.
after. Well, maybe. I have seen a lot of stuff that they shown of him, and I at that particular point found out that he had a disease that made him look so young, and he was like middle-aged man when he was doing it.
Really?
Yeah, he was like a middle-aged man when he was doing that show, and it was like, wow. But he was like, but he gets kicked out of casinos. We're way off topic. So let's hope that he does not become that particular character.
I don't think
this
so.
is not his claim to fame.
I don't think so, because if he makes more movies, at least I'd like to see. I'm not going to say, oh, he was, give him a Grammy or give him an Emmy.
No, he did a good job for what his character was.
An Emmy or People's Choice or anything. What I'm simply saying is he was able to keep up.
I agree. My favorite standout from this, like I said, well, across the board, I love all the characters they gave us in it. For a movie that's supposed to have been about Deadpool, it sure had a lot of characters in it. But one of the ones that I loved is Zazie Beetz. Oh my God, that girl's adorable. And but her character as Domino, which when the internet was like aflames when they cast a black woman to play Domino, which I don't think Domino has an ethnicity. It was like she has white skin and one black dot. It was like, maybe she's black and the white is the problem.
Maybe she has that skin disease where it's like.
So I thought they did a great job where like they did the Villalago thing with the eye and to do Domino that way. So I thought it was a great thing, and to see her on screen, it was like the way she came across, her charisma, the way she played off of Ryan Reynolds.
She did well.
Great, even though they made her powers OP, and I'm not gonna get into my nerd rant about Domino versus comic book Domino versus movie Domino, but I love what they did with the character. I hope they tone her down a little bit if they bring her into an X-Force film. So that way, at least, it's not two indestructible people in a movie where they have to fight somebody and we're supposed to believe that they could lose.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how I felt about characters. Let's move on to the part that we always love about these reviews. What didn't you like?
What did I not like? I'm going to be nitpicking it when I tell you this.
Yes, because it's very nitpicky.
Yeah. Cable. I wish we would have had.
You did not like Cable. Come on.
I wish we would have had a little bit more backstory on Cable.
Terminator didn't have backstory.
Well, Terminator didn't need any. He was a machine.
He's a machine. He's got a robotic arm. He's half man, half cop.
He was more than half. He was more than half man. He was more than RoboCop. He was about more man than Cyborg.
Oh, well, he's got the techno-organic virus, and which they didn't explain that.
They didn't explain
It's
any
just
of
like
that.
all they said is like robotic arm and leg, and you were just supposed to go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Deadpool. Look, we accepted X-Force when they showed up for a casting call through Craigslist. So I mean, geez, so why are you questioning Cable?
I'm just saying, we would have had
You wanted more backstory.
More backstory.
Well, you'll wait for that when we get the Cable movie that comes out. There, when Josh Brolin does the Cable movie, in between doing the next Thanos movie, we'll get more backstory on Cable. Anything else you didn't like about this film? What you're nitpicking?
If I was to be nitpicking, something else that was really silly was the fact that they're in the mansion. I wish they would have showed a little bit more of the X-Men. It was a little sneak peek when he's like, "You're in this entire mansion."
Yeah, by yourself. Where's everybody at? And they're all in the other room, like.
Which was, on the one hand, I loved it because it showed the cast from X-Men, the newer.
Well,
cast.
because they somebody was saying that they were actually filming at the same time that Deadpool 2 was filming, so it was easy to get them there because they were already filming for the Phoenix.
Okay.
So they were already filming for that. So it was like, hey guys, why don't y'all just come shoot this real quick cameo? And so I wonder how much of the budget cost for all of them to appear there, since he was always talking about the studio could throw us a bone.
Yeah, which was great. I loved it. I love the fact that they gave us something because he was complaining about the mansion again. Mm-hmm. The other things that I did not like, and this is me nitpicking, is his girlfriend slash fiance. Mm-hmm.
We can't get her name, and I forgot to write it down. Was Baccarin or Morena Baccarin or something like that?
I can't pronounce her name.
Guys, I'm gonna put it up here, so don't complain.
Right there.
There it is. All right, so she's in it, and that woman is hot beyond all belief.
She is.
But
smoking.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
But why did they name her Copycat?
She's an important character in the comic book for it.
But you go on here and it's like she's Copycat, and everything that she's listed as on the cast and characters, she's listed as Copycat, yet she didn't do anything.
Maybe they're gonna say that her mutant powers kicked in when she got shot?
When she was buried and died?
Look, Kill Bill, she dug herself out of the grave. hey, Ryan Reynolds is in a movie called Buried. Tie-in right there. I can see him doing it. Hey, look, he can. Didn't he bring her back?
No.
He didn't bring her back?
Out of all the things, that's a plot hole.
I swear to God, he brought her back.
He could have traveled through time. Well, he did travel through time. He could have traveled to save her. Instead, he saved Peter.
I swear to God, I thought he... Well, I gotta rewatch it now. But so that was the thing that you did not like.
That's me nitpicking.
That's me. Okay, so the things that I didn't like is because I was a big fan of X-Force. A whole bunch of X-Force comic books. Shatterstar was my favorite from X-Force, and they killed him.
Yeah, I love the way they killed everybody in X-Force. It just went.
I'm a big fan of Terry Crews.
You're a big friend.
I'm a big friend. I'm a big friend of fan.
Wow, you're a friend of Terry Crews?
Hey,
tell him to support us through Patreon.
Look, dude, we're black. My homeboy. Terry Crews. I'm a big fan of Terry Crews, and they killed him. So I was a little bummed out, and then when we found out that Vanisher was a cameo by
I absolutely loved it.
And then they killed him. So I was a little bummed at what they did with X-Force. And
apparently Jon Favreau was in this movie.
Obviously, he was the voice of somebody in this movie.
Oh, no, that's another movie.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, was it? Too many movies we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, last couple of weeks have been very... It's just movie after movie.
Summer months are here now. This is when all the big films come out.
That's true. That is very true.
That was the only thing that I was really bummed out about. And like I said, that's nitpicking. Everybody keeps saying like the beginning of the movie's a little bit slow. Some of the jokes didn't hit. But really, in thinking about it, it was Deadpool doing Deadpool things. And if you came to a Deadpool movie and you're going to be upset you saw him do those things, then why were you at the movie?
Yeah. If you're going to complain about Deadpool doing Deadpool things...
Yeah, like
you're in the wrong movie.
My biggest gripe was the strip club scene, and I was like, this is kind of dumb, but it's really Deadpool, so I should really just accept it.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna get over it.
Not every joke is gonna be a winner for everyone.
No, trust me, because I've seen a lot of bad movies.
I've heard a lot of bad jokes.
A lot of bad jokes in those bad movies. All right, so with that being said, sir, final thoughts of this movie.
Look, if you haven't gone yet to see it, it's unfortunate this movie is being stuck in between Avengers and Solo.
Uphill battle, but in China they don't watch Star Wars. And you mentioned gonna make all the money in China.
Yeah, you mentioned that they were able to find a sweet spot for this film, and so 2 weeks after Avengers, two weeks before Solo, this movie was able to
It got right in the crack.
Yeah,
Right in the crack.
But it's a great film. Leave the kids at home. I've seen people take their young kids, 6, 7 years old, watching this movie. They should not be doing that.
They didn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it anyway.
And I saw it on a Monday night. Come on, it's a school night.
It's a school night and it's a rated R
Yeah.
film. It's like people don't care. That's what's happened to the youth of America.
Yeah. So, but no, go and see it. This is a great film. If the lines are too long for Solo, don't worry. It's still going to be in the movie theater in 3 weeks. Go watch.
Nothing else is coming out.
Yeah. Go watch Deadpool.
Go watch Deadpool first.
Yes.
Go watch Deadpool first. All right. So take us home, Art.
Hey guys, tell us what your favorite scenes. If there was a character that really stood out to you, let us know. Also, don't forget to follow us, like us, do all that good stuff to us on social media.
All right, guys.
Or maybe at home.
Don't at his house, not at my house. All right, and if this is the first time, or if you're a long-time watcher of the channel, and then you're in a position to actually help out the channel, we do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/the goods. Where if you make any contribution, we do have gifts and giveaways that we give anywhere from $1 on up. And
a Goods t-shirt.
You can help us.
We're not wearing Goods t-shirts
not
at the
today,
moment.
not today. And so I'll strut those off next time in the next video.
Well, we didn't want to get them all stanky for you.
We give you fresh t-shirts.
Yeah, nice and clean.
All right, so for Aspen and Mandy, who are not here today.
Again.
All right, I'm Terrence.
I'm Art.
And you guys take care. Recording. There is a red light flashing. A timer's going. It is now.
You know what we don't have is a red light?
I don't know why I did that.
We don't have a red light in the front.
That's what it is. It's like, because if we had a red light in the front, then it'd be more easy to say, oh, shit, okay, I am recording. As opposed to I have to get up and check. Like, okay,
Or if
back there.
we had Manny or Aspen here.
And, you know,